Some exciting news in Qatar this week. Qatar is now open to tourists. In this video, I'm going to explain all the requirements, so if you're planning to visit Qatar or have friends and family coming to visit you in Qatar, this is the video for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elisa and I've been living in Qatar for about 2 years now. So if you're looking for information on things to do in Qatar, make sure to hit the subscribe button and check out my playlist on Qatar that is full of tips and things to do in Qatar. It has just been announced that family and visitor visas will come into effect from the 12th of July this year, which was actually earlier this week. Now, please be mindful that these policies are subject to change, so make sure that you do your own research before you make your travel plans. I will do my best to update the pinned post on this video as changes come through. In this video, I'm not going to be explaining the requirements for Qatari citizens, residents of Qatar, and GCC citizens. This is going to be an explanation for those people entering Qatar as a tourist. Make sure that you stick to the end because everything I include in this video is very important. In this video, you'll hear me talk about green, yellow, and red countries. Basically, Qatar has a list of countries labelled as green, yellow, or red based on the level of risk. This is subject to change as well, so I'll put a link in the description where you can check out the most up-to-date lists. Now, the first thing that you need to know is that if you are 12 years or older, you do need to be vaccinated with one of the approved vaccines. Right now, they are Pfizer, biotech vaccine, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. Some of these vaccines go by other names in certain countries, which I'll display on the screen. There is also the Sinopharm vaccine, which currently has conditional approval. If you have taken the Sinopharm vaccine, you will be subject to an antibody test on arrival. If the result is positive with antibodies, you will be exempted from quarantine. If not, you will need to quarantine based on the country of departure and also perform COVID-19 PCR tests upon arrival. Your vaccination certificate must include your name as displayed in your passport, vaccination date clearly written as first and/or second dose, type or name of vaccine, a vaccine lot number, and the official logo or stamp of the vaccination authority. The next requirement is that you will need to have completed a pre-travel PCR test and have a certificate which is valid within 72 hours of your arrival to Qatar. So, for example, if you have a flight due to arrive in Qatar on a Friday at 5 p.m, you will need to have completed a PCR test sometime after 5 p.m. on the Tuesday before your flight. It is very likely that you will not be able to board the flight from your departure point if you do not have the PCR test certificate. There are some further rules depending on the country that you're coming from and if you're traveling with children. All vaccinated travelers coming from red countries will have to undergo a repeat PCR test at your own expense on arrival. The current fee is 300 Qatari riyals. If the test is positive, you must adhere to isolation protocol. It is not explained what this protocol is on the policy update, but I would imagine that you will be taken to a facility for isolation until recovered from COVID-19. If you are traveling with children aged from 0 to 11 years old, there are different rules for the green, yellow, and red countries. If you're coming from a country on the red list, there is no exemption for children under 12. They will not be allowed to enter. If you're traveling from a country on the yellow list, you will need to quarantine for 7 days in a hotel, which must be booked through the Discover Qatar website, which I'll link in the description. If you are coming from a country on the green list, children will take on the parents' vaccination status and a quarantine will be required. There are 2 more essential things that you need to do. It is mandatory for all passengers traveling to the country to pre-register on the Ehteraz website. You will be required to attach all relevant documentation at least 12 hours before arrival. Once you arrive, you will need to install and activate the Ehteraz app to your mobile phone. This app displays your health status and is used for contact tracing. But most importantly, it is the law to have the app open anytime that you leave your home. To activate the Ehteraz app, you will need to purchase a Qatari SIM card from either Ooredoo or Vodafone. These are the only providers in Qatar and are available at Hamad International Airport. Ooredoo has a visitor SIM which costs 35 Qatari riyals, but it is only active for 7 days unless you recharge with what is called Hala credit. This SIM only includes 250 megabytes of data. I can give you some advice if you choose Ooredoo because this is the provider that I use. For the prepaid SIM, they have lots of different products which can be confusing. For example, if you top up your Hala credit, this doesn't actually give you any data. Well, it does, but it is charged at about 1 Riyal for 5 megabytes. You need to also do a data recharge, which you can complete using your Hala credit. These data packs offer much better rates. But an extra tip is to check the add-ons and offers in your account on the Ooredoo app. These offers often have even better rates than the data packs on offer, and they might make a better option if you're only here for a short time. Vodafone is your other option. While I haven't used Vodafone, it does seem like they have good offers. You can pick up a Vodafone SIM card for 10 Qatari Riyals, and the data packs range from 10 to 50 Qatari Riyals. The final piece of advice I have is that you will still need to make sure that you comply with visa requirements. Many countries do have visa-free entry on arrival, but this does vary from country to country and the duration of your stay. So I'll leave a link where you can find up-to-date visa details for your country. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a like and tell me in the comments if you're planning to come visit Qatar. Thanks for watching, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.